Do you think someone with fewer partners just doesn't know what they're missing?
A lot of very unhappily married women are always telling me that the biggest mistake they think they made is that they got married too soon. And why did they get married? Because they had too much sexual tension and there was too much tags of their moral obligation to abstain from sex before marriage.
The interesting part about this, and the first thing that came to mind, was thinking about everybody's first sexual experience, right? I think, especially for women, our first sexual encounter usually dictates how we kind of navigate through our, at least, young adult and into our adult sex lives. I think if you are in a relationship and you lose your virginity to, the love of your life at the time, your perception of sex is kind of, tied to that. Whereas if, you're out here wilding, that's kind of what...
But don't you think, that's good advice, right? So choose that person wisely. If there's one takeaway from that, it would be, don't rush into that.
I think even bigger than choosing wisely, choose yourself.
Well, exactly.
Before any of it.
Right.
So whether you're in a relationship or you're single, figure out what it is that you need and what you want individually.
And what's best for you.
Right.
When they said that more people who've had one sexual experience with their partner that they're married to, the marriages last longer, I just think it's simply because this is all they've ever known, this is their world, and this is what they know. I don't know if this study's for real or not. I find that hard to believe that more marriages are successful because divorce rate is high. But let me ask you this question. Would you be honest with your significant other about your past sexual relationships and the number of sexual relationships?
Absolutely not. Listen.
No.
Listen.
Yeah, no.
My husband and I, we have never, ever discussed either of our previous sexual relationships. And I am old enough and wise enough to know sometimes you really don't want the answer to certain questions, so don't ask it.
And that's exactly right. I'm like, why are you asking?
Right.
What's that is such a loaded question, and I feel like there is no winning answer there.
The answer is 3 for me at all times.
Thank you.
At all times, it's 3.
It's
3. I'm standing 10 toes down on 3. That's the answer. It doesn't need to be even, anything more than that. It also seems like a really immature question. I feel like nowadays, the older we get, the question that gets posed more often is, how many relationships have you had?
Sure.
How many, serious partnerships have you had?
Bridget and I have talked about this before on this sofa, and I agree with her 100%. 3 is your max number. Listen to me, ladies.
At all times.
You ain't got time for this. This ain't the time to tell the truth.
Facts. Take it to the grave.
He don't need to know. He don't need to draw no conclusions. We're not discussing this number, but if you do get pinned down to a number, ladies, your number is 3. It was a dude you fell in love with, your first love, you thought it was gonna be something. The second time you thought you had found him and he was a dog and he mistreated you. The third one is the dude you talking to now.
Wait, Steve, I have a question. Do you think that women should ask their man that they're dating?
I'm telling you right now, I'm finna lie to you. I have to.
3.
There's no way I can tell you what I've done. It's ungodly.
And that's exactly it. You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
You can't know this.
Yeah.
I've been out there a long time. You can't know, no siree.
Yeah.
That number is staggering.
3. Sticking at 3?
It's 3.
I can't say 3. I got 7 damn kids. We're gonna take a break right now, folks. We got more Straight Talk coming up right here. Hey, you made it to the end of this video. I got a lot more that you're gonna enjoy, so just click to watch the next one. And make sure you subscribe to always know what's happening.